before this issue, what was your? I know you had ended, you stopped working with the band in 2018, but prior to this issue in June this year, what was your relationship with the band?
We had a good relationship. In fact, if I can remember correctly, the band calls me to say, okay, this is the plan. For example, when they wanted to continue the American tour, they had a couple of snags based on the fact that we cancelled because he lost his son. So there are some promoters that still, there's a guy in New York called Azubuike. They called me to say, can I step in and iron out this issue? And I called Azubuike, put it on 3 way. We had a conversation, we tried to resolve it, and we resolved it, and the show went on. So we were talking very well. There were inquiries for shows from Dubai, there was inquiry from Nigerian bureaus. I would talk to the people, I would forward the messages to the band, say, oh, these people are asking for your availability and this. The media people that call me to say they want to interview the band, I'll send it to him. If he wants, he will tell me, go ahead. If he doesn't want, so I had a very, very good relationship with the band. Few days to when this whole story broke, the band, I sent the band an artwork from somebody, and just some random person that messaged me and said, I did this artwork based on the Banj'S new song that he wants to drop. And when I saw it, fantastic artwork, I sent it to him. And he called me back like almost midnight. Frank, this is lovely. The charts are on my phone. This is lovely, I like it. Who is this guy? I said, it's a random guy. I can forward the information to you so that you guys can take it up from here. I mounted the information, I sent it to him. Then he mentioned, hope you haven't forgotten that I'm going to be 40 next week. I'm like, welcome to the big 40. What's the plan? Yeah, and he told me based on social distance and everything, he's trying to have a 40 songs by the band and everything. I said, fantastic. He was going to use the JOB. Then I mentioned that the JOB had a good synergy with Jimmy. Why not use the JOB and Jimmy and everything? So we spoke. Then I also told him that, Global Citizen had been trying to recruit a couple of people for this year campaign. Have they reached out to you? He said no. I said, well, they reached out to me to get Tiwa Savage, Yemi Alade, and I can't remember the third person. But I think they've zoned in on Yemi Alade. This is the presentation they sent for Yemi Alade. You can look at it, call your contact, and let them involve you. It's something that I believe that you've always been working with them for so long. So I don't see any reason why they cannot involve you. You know, just like the same advice I would give him when I was working with him. So we had a very fantastic relationship.
Okay. So I have to take it back. You made mention of other version of the story more than twice now. Can you tell us what that other version of the story?
The other version was simple. Ajay Mohammed, he told me straight up that this issue has been resolved. Frankly, you don't need to bother yourself. I gave her $100. Simple down. Yeah, which nobody mentioned. Which SEYITAN didn't mention to me when she brought up the issue. So when I told her this, she now told me that this is the reason why they gave me the $100 to go and buy drugs and everything. I said, well, like you can see, I don't know anything about this thing. I was not there. I don't want to be involved.
Okay. After that particular incident on the 3rd and 4th, we saw letters from lawyers flying around on social media.
I saw it also.
Yes, and how did those ones make you feel at first?
Basically, if you look at all the letters flying around, you will never find my name on any of the Banj'S letter. None. Till date. None. And I have an issue where people just mention your name without calling you. Nobody is inquiring anything from you. You just wake up one morning and you see your name. It's very unsettling, trust me. Do you know the amount of calls I've received globally to say what happened? A lot of people just want to hear the gist. A lot of people want me to corroborate, and I kept telling everybody that the honest truth and my only truth is that I was not there. I was not there. I did not physically see anything. So like I always said, as far as I'm concerned, it no happened because I was not there.
So days after, I think on the 16th or 17th thereabouts of June 2020, there were reports that SEYITAN had allegedly been arrested by the police. And there were also reports that you had also been arrested.
I was not arrested. let me put it on the record today. I was not arrested. I was invited, and I had gone there. I made my statement. They said I should come the Monday after. I went there again. I didn't see neither SEYITAN nor the Banj'S team. I went there again on Wednesday. Nobody turned up. So I told them that that was the last time I was going to come.
There are even certain reports recently that you are detained by the police.
That was the first invitation was from the IGPRT team from our Shodipo in Ikeja Jerry. Then a week later, I got a message from somebody from the FCID Abuja team, Supo Lazarus or the Lazarus Kali. He sent me a message that based on the allegation between SEYITAN and the Banj'S, that it's imperative that I come in to make my statement, which I obliged him. I went to Milverton, SFU. I met him, we sat down, I made my statement to the best of my knowledge, what I can cognitively recall, because this, if you look at this incident, it happened in 2018. A lot of issues have gone. I cannot be recalling everything on that day, but I made my statement. He cross-examined those statements, and he told me that he was going to call me back if there was need for any clarification, which he did. He called me back. I wasn't feeling too good to drive. There was traffic. I had malaria. I had migraine, so I told him that I couldn't make it. Then a couple of days ago, I told him that where can we meet that is convenient for him. We met at Area F in Ikeja Jerry. I went there, I did my statement. He put the call through to the Abuja office, and ACP Uche came online, did the entire interrogation on phone again. I made my statement there with my lawyer present, and he said I can go. That if there is any need for me to come to Abuja, that they will invite me. And I told them that there's no problem. I'm a phone call away. They can call me anytime.
Okay, so the reports by Usobi that you have been detained by police in the FCID unit Ikoyi, that was on the 29th of July. Are you saying that never happened?
Of June.
Of June, sorry.
I was there from say 12 to 7:30, and nobody could reach me. So if anybody had assumed I was detained, there's a possibility of that, because nobody could reach me.
Why couldn't anybody reach you?
Because you can't take your phone into the interrogation place, so nobody could reach me.
So you were interrogated for 7 hours?
Yeah, 7 hours plus.
What exactly were they?
It was just all types of questions. They played 5 voice recorded messages to me. The first one was between Kemi Olunloyo and the Banj'S. The second one was between Damian and SEYITAN's mother. The third one was my conversation, a 3-way conversation between Ajia, myself, and the Banj'S. And that's the only time. That was the first time I and the Banj'S ever spoke after this allegation. Ajia put the call through to me. He was asking me that was I there when I said no, I didn't see anything. You know what happened as far as I'm concerned, because what I was not there, I cannot see. Then the band came on the line, Frank, well, what can we do? And I said, good. If you want me to reach out to this girl, it's a different thing. That's not a problem for me. But it's not as if I go and reach out to the girl and you now throw me under the bus. And he said, no, it will never happen. Frank, you know I cannot throw you under the bus. And I said, okay, no problem. I'll do my utmost best to reach out to the girl. I reached out to the girl. She wasn't responding. I got back to them that she's not responding.
Wow. So at that point, that was the only time you discussed with
Yeah, that was the third conversation. The fourth conversation was between Damian and myself, when he called me to come out to discredit SEYITAN. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm like, what are you telling me to do? At my age, I should go and discredit somebody that there are already lawyers flying about the petition the IG. You are telling me to discredit that person. Damian Okorafor is the current the branch manager. I said I can't do that, and he said forget about the IG. What are you talking about? We can't we'll resolve everything. I'll call the band. I said, call the band, do anything. But the truth is that I cannot discredit this girl. Because that would mean me lying. The fifth conversation was between Jimmy and myself. Jimmy called me. Oh, Frank, what's up? Can we talk? I said, I'm fine. It was a video call. And we started talking. The band came on the line. I didn't even know they were in the same place. He came on the line. Franklin, what do you mean by you cannot condone such? I said, what do I mean by I said, first of all, if I make a statement like that, go and check what conversations ensued before that statement happened. Then you can read the whole thing in context. Don't just take a line out of his conversation and that's what you want to fight me with. Like, no, I should go out to it and clarify. I'm like, no, you can't tell me to do that. Now you can't tell me to do that, to just go and clarify a statement that was taken out of context. I cannot condone such could mean 1 million things at the same time. But don't forget that as at the point of that of the all-white party that you got angry and was, I told you that this is not my style, and I've always told you that if you have any issue you can discuss with me, don't just make it public. So I can't condone such, does not mean anything if it's taken out of context. That's it.
So you said the first voice notes that you listened to was between the Banj'S and Kemi.
Yes.
Can you tell us the content and what they were discussing?
The conversation wasn't long, but obviously it was a call made by Kemi to the Banj'S. They spoke in Yoruba, where he said that Franklin, no, she started with do you know that there's a guy that tweets for Donald Trump? The guy tweets all the minds of Donald Trump. Donald Trump does not need to say anything. The guy says it, and whatever he's saying is Donald Trump's mind. You know, trying to build the background. Now Franklin was the one that set this whole thing up. Franklin was the one that got a lawyer for SEYITAN. Franklin was the one that reached out to Saga to say, and I'm like, where is all this coming from? I've not spoken to SEYITAN physically, on voice or anything. I don't even have a lawyer at that point in time. I just had a friend that had legal knowledge that was escorting me to all the invitations from police. So how could I have been the one to get a lawyer for SEYITAN? Franklin is the one that is doing it. You know, she was, and the band was just saying, okay, and they cut the call. They didn't let the call play to the end.
Did you see her? Because before the band's response went viral online, I think the day before, there was a video of Kemi where she called me out. Did you see that? Did you see it?
We saw it. Yeah, everybody saw it. People sent it to me. But you see, for somebody like Kemi, I would not dignify with a response. When I saw that calling out and everything, I was very disturbed because apart from anything, it was an outright accusation of something that was fabricated. So I called my lawyer friend and told him, see what I'm going through. And he said, no, don't respond to her. Institute a case, write a petition, let them call her to order, which I've done, which I'm doing. I've gone to the police station, I've made my own statement, my lawyer has petitioned them, and they are working on it. And I'm sure in a couple of days from now, the world will know how far I've gone on that, because I take that very, very seriously. When you stand up and you have never put a call to me before to say you want to hear my own side, and you could confidently come and say that I was blackmailing the band. I mean, where was that coming from? That I'm a pimp, I'm this, I arrange girls. I'm like, who is feeding this kind of information to the lady? I kept quiet, and my lawyer said, just go the legal way, don't go out of the law and address it. Then after that, she also tweeted something that said the band gave my wife millions to do IVF. I feel very hurt that regardless of whatever is happening, I would never bring people's family into disrepute. I would never. So when I saw that, it was a low blow. My wife was very angry. We did our IVF when we had challenges of conception, but thank God we have 2 kids. It was something that I never had a conversation with somebody about. The only reason why the band knew and Damian knew but because of the fact that we were supposed to travel, and I told them that I wasn't able to I won't be able to make this trip because my wife had some issues about pregnancy and everything. I confided in them. So to see it on Kemi Olunloyo's page, it just already connects that somebody is feeding this lady some false information to defame me. And that is why I take it upon myself to first address that Kemi issue. The bank has not called me out in one statement, tweet, post, petition, or anything. So I do not see any local standing for me to start accusing the bank or responding to the bank. No, he has not. So Kemi has done that. I'll address Kemi issue legally, and that's it.
What I have about the bank, that boy Banj'S, suggests that he never raped that woman. I'm looking at these names, I don't see faces. Auntie SEYITAN might be a woman, I think is the alleged victim. And Benjamin Essay, is it Essay Benjamin? I don't know whether it's a man or a woman, but these two people, okay, have concocted some kind of elaborate scheme, to finish the Banj'S. They really set him up. That's all it is.
Okay. Now it seems as if you've been dragged into this issue a lot now, and you're like the man in the middle of everything. If you go left, if you go right, it seems that that's the way everybody will follow. How does this make you feel?
It's very unsettling. Do you know I've gone to police station much more than the accused and the accuser? How does that make you feel? There's no formal petition against me. Nobody has petitioned me to say I'm complicit for this. Nobody. Everything is just flying on social media because it's paid for. It's sponsored. These are proxies trying to push an agenda. And I won't listen to proxy. I'll just go and work within the ambit of the law and address those issues. The only thing I'm not going to say is that I would continue keeping mute because I would not want to stray out of my legal advice not to go and make an error of being emotionally charged and say things. But the only thing that I can say to everybody, the truth that I know, I have written it down in my statement. If anybody wants to find out, they are free to call the police and make inquiries because there are so many pseudo investigative journalists everywhere on social media these days. They can call the police. And if you put the call through to me, like when you did, I told you that I don't talk to journalists. It's not my thing. I've spent 20 years in this business. I cannot be quoted anywhere. I'd rather just let my work do the talking. I am not somebody that would want to be dragged back and forth, and that's it. I'll just keep calm. It's unsettling, it's disturbing. It's affecting me emotionally, psychologically. My family is disturbed. Just imagine your wife saying such a thing about her. You know how she'll feel. So if I tell you that, no, I'm okay. No, I'm not. I've been harassed. I've had calls. I've had threats. People have gone to my page to say a lot of things, snitch, that. It's unsettling. But I'm just trying to keep calm because I have a cluster of people that I get advice from that tell me that no, don't rush and make a mistake. If you did not physically witness this thing, you cannot attest to something you did not see. And that is my stand. And that's my position. And that's why I've kept quiet. That's it.
Okay, one final question. You said when SEYITAN called you in 2018 to tell you that the Banj'S had forced carnal knowledge of her, you said you were shocked. Were you shocked because it was SEYITAN, or you were shocked that she was saying the Banj'S had done something like that?
How would I put it? This is somebody I've worked with for 3 years. Something like that has never come up. At all. I've traveled with the Banj'S almost everywhere in the world. Something like that has never come up. So if it comes up for the first time, I will be shocked. Regardless of who was involved, I will be shocked.
Sorry about this.
It's not easy. It's sad, but I mean, It's really sad. I would not, in my wildest imagination, I would never have believed I would be in this kind of situation. Never. So for something you don't believe.
Almost 2 years after you stopped working.
I left like 18 months ago now.
January 2019.
January 2019. It's just very funny, but I just hope that at the end of the day, the world knows the truth, the world sees the truth, and the truth comes out and everybody's fine. I wish both of them the best. I just don't want to be dragged into it.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.